What is up, everybody? Azariel here, and welcome to another, series with one that I've done before. Um, the YuGiOh101 discussion videos. And in this discussion video, we're going to be talking about the updated, forbidden, and limited list that went into effect August 29th, 2016. So it happened this week. This list has been up for since the 24th. I, just recently came back to Japan, I should say. Um, and it is now in effect as well. And it's been a minute since I did this. This is on the official Yu-Gi-Oh related channel that I just launched. So forgive me if I don't know about any of these cards or any of why this is limited or banned or semi-limited or unlimited now. I've been out the game for a while, but this is me officially getting back into it. So let's just go over the cards and I'll give you my thoughts as to what the hell I think about it. Some of these cards I may have to look up. Matter of fact, over here, we're gonna use Google. So if I don't know exactly why certain cards were limited or what have you, I've been a part of Yu-Gi-Oh for a very long time. So even though I may not know anything about those particular cards that were around the reason why this happened or why this card got hit, at least I'll be able to look at it and give you like a general understanding based on what their card's abilities are, and then give you my opinions as to why I felt it was like that. If I don't know, I don't know. So first up, we have the cards that are now forbidden, and it is Performer Pound Monkey Board. Now this is one of those cards that I didn't really get a good look at because I quit the game. So we're gonna take a look at this. We're gonna review and show us exactly what. Well, yeah, I didn't know anything about Performer Pound Monkey Board. Just gotta wait for this thing to load up. Oh goddamn! Yu-Gi-Oh! Week. Not just looking for my live. Looking on. That's good. My live. So we have Performer Pound Monkey Board. Here we go. And it's got the pendulum effect. Unless you have a Performer Pound card in your other pendulum zone, this card's pendulum goes turn 4. During your main phase of this card was activated this turn, you can add one level 4 lower Performer Pound monster to your deck's hand. You can only use the effect of Performer Pound Monkey Board once per turn. The monster effect, discard this card, reveal one Performer Pound or Odd Eyes monster in your hand. If you do, reduce the levels of monsters in your hand with that thing by 1 for the rest of the turn, even if they are already summoned in effect. So, I mean, I can see the potential as to why this got banned. I was gonna say it's a pretty reliable searcher, first of all, but I'm pretty sure that they released some card that allowed you to take advantage of that monster effect in a way that justified it getting banned. Um, like I said, I haven't been a part of the game in a while, so I don't know exactly which cards. I can't tell you like I normally would. Look at my past discussion videos where I talked about the ban list and the limited list back when I was, really into the game, and I would be able to tell you what, like give you a justified reason because I knew what the cards were. This time I don't really know, but I can see why it got banned. I can see why it got banned because there's potential in that being kind of broken, between the pendulum effect and the monster effect. So let's continue on. It shouldn't take it out of that. Yeah. They Kaiser Coliseum. That's not really it's kind of Coliseum, the one that makes your opponent only have the same amount of cards as you have. Kaiser Coliseum. Is that it? Yeah, that's the one. I don't know if a new archetype got released. I know a few archetypes have been released since I stopped. I don't even remember where I stopped in the game. Like I don't know what was the last wave of cards that got released. I don't even know what the last booster pack was. The last one I knew about, I think, um, it was like a new Utopia Exceed monster that got released. I think that was like the last glimpse of anything that I had in Yu-Gi-Oh! Prior to my hiatus. This one has a kind of skim. I think there's an archetype that got released that takes advantage of that, of that effect where it was really, really broken. So I can see why that got banned as well. I just don't know what it is. Maybe some of you guys can fill me in on that. The cards that got limited. Sir, Malambar, that's not surprising to me at all. You know, Sir was Sir was one of those cards. I think that was like level 2 searcher. I think that was like the level 2 searcher. If I'm not mistaken. I know all the burning of this monster there affects their once you discard them or once you either if they come from the way they got discarded or put them in the graveyard. They have like one or two effects. Either they're going to search or they're going to I don't know if you have this I don't like mess around on the phone sometimes. Who else? Yeah. I don't remember how to pronounce it. Hold on. It's unlimited. Unlimited. Oh, it's like unlimited. They must not affect the website yet. But most definitely it's called got hit. You control the mouse yeah, right. Okay, so if the card got sent to the graveyard, that's what it was. Regardless of how I got there, once it hits the graveyard, the effect activates. And this one was the one that this was the one that special summoned the mouse from. I can see why they limited it and it wasn't banned. The reason why it was probably limited, again, it was one of those situations where I feel like people were taking advantage of a card's effect and it just didn't work with the current state of the game. And it was one of those things that I'm kind of lost in thought. The reason why it was limited and not banned was because they have a limitation as to how many times the effect of this particular monster can be used. So you have to choose either or. Either you're going to use the first effect, or you can use the second effect. So I can see a special summoning conditions for this card being something ridiculous. But yeah, it was it was definitely something I could see because that definitely was the reason why I feel like that's got banned. Forgive me, I kind of lost my place, so I had to go check on something. But yeah, I opened this and Explorer kind of crashed. But nevertheless, sure, I can see why I still got banned. I mean, I still got limited. You know, the only reason why I was limited instead of banned is because they put that once turn ruling on it, so you couldn't just spam like several servers at the same time. So they definitely did that. Ether, the Heavenly Monarch. This is one of the monarchs that I never really used, so I don't really know too much about it. And I don't even think I've seen this one before. Wait a minute, this is the one that was on the trap card before they revealed, what it actually looked like. Okay, man, I did see this before, so I know of it, but I never personally used it in my monarch build when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh. So the effect of this was you can tribute summon this card by tributing one tribute summon monster. If this card is tribute summoned, you can send 2 monarch spell trap cards with different names from your hand and or deck to the graveyard. If you do special summon one monster with 2400 or more attack and 1000 deck, it's like a regular monarch weapon, but return it to the hand during the end phase. During your opponent's main phase, this card is in your hand. You banish one monarch to a trap card in your graveyard immediately after the effect is off. Summon this card. It's a quick effect. So I'm assuming people use this as like a, I don't know, I would say like a scapegoat to try to get themselves around a certain effect their opponent was doing. And because if the target of that opponent's card effect is no longer there, it no longer was, it no longer goes into effect. So I can see why this was I can see why this was limited. Most definitely, I can see why this got limited. Of course, cards like this, the reason why they got limited and not banned because they put some type of drawback on it. Like you have to banish a monarch and spell trap card from your graveyard. That I'm not 100% sure, but I think they made it to where you have. I think they made some cards that allow you to get monarch spell and trap cards from your graveyard. I'm not 100% sure. They may have not. Like I said, I haven't been in the game, so I wouldn't know for sure. But yeah, that's a pretty good reason I'm limited. I mean, I would assume. I don't, I don't really know. But then again, I already explained that. Next up, card that got limited was Cosmo Dark Destroyer. This was probably the last. The Cosmos were probably like the last archetype that I paid attention to or tried to use before I left YuGiOh alone for a while. If this card is no more special summon, you can target one monster on the field, destroy it, cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effect. The card is destroyed by battle, or card effect in the graveyard. Advantage this card from your graveyard, special summon one level 7 or lower Cosmo monster deck. It all depends on the Cosmo monster. I don't really know the Cosmos that well. I didn't really pay any mind before I left, but it was one of those archetypes that had a lot of potential. I can say that, and I'm not surprised that they had something limited, or I'm not surprised that something got hit, so whatever that level 7 monster, which would be like the main target in the archetype, that was a part of that main archetype strategy, whatever that level 7 or lower monster that would be like your go-to, I don't know what that is, so that probably is the reason why it got limited. Or it could be the fact that, if it got destroyed. I mean, there's loopholes. You can send a card to the graveyard, but it, isn't considered to be destroyed. And you got a lot of people that don't understand that in YuGiOh to this day. I'm pretty sure. I've been out the game for so long that I had to explain it so many times before when I was talking about, when I was doing, YouTube, when I was doing YuGiOh related videos on a regular. I constantly have to kept on explaining that because people just didn't get it. There's ways to send monsters to the graveyard, and to not other than destroying them. So there's ways to get around that, but the options are so far few in between, and you're taking into consideration that only certain card strategies are going to be able to be used. Only certain things are going to be, only certain things can be used along with this. So you can't just openly, you can't just excuse or like just openly ignore those possibilities. So it's limited. It is what it is. Next up, they got Magiceptor Unicorn. Even I'm not, what? I've kept an eye on the Magiceptors. I'm not surprised that any of those cards didn't get hit. I knew something from it. Like I, didn't personally go up against it, but during my time, like before I left, Yu-Gi-Oh, this was one of the cards that I paid attention to. And I'm not surprised this one out of all of them got hit. 'Cause I don't remember the name of the other one, but I know it was like a strategy they had involving this. Because during the either player's turn, you can target one pendulum monster in your um, target one pendulum monster in your target one pendulum monster in your monster zone, or one monster your opponent controls return into the hand. You can only use this effect when magic subject during once per turn. Not be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effect. You know, so obviously they have to limit that because it has such a good defense. Um, you know, it's hard to get rid of a card that can't, you know, if you can't be targeted or destroyed, it's just there. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do anything with it. Um, it was definitely, like, I would say that it was, you know, borderline, I would say it was overpowered. It wasn't broken. Um, they just had to reduce the number of cards that you can use. So I'm not surprised that they did what they did. I mean, it would be something, I mean, it wouldn't have made any sense, but to have cards like that, um, you know, to say that you can't, you know, that effect is continuous. You know, it'll be crazy if like once per turn, like you could go like if they gave a limit to how many times it couldn't be targeted by an opponent's card effect or something like that, or put some type of drawback to that, which they really didn't. Um, with the magic sectors, I think there's a monster card that I can't remember which one exactly, but it was one of them that could take advantage of the effect that was really good. I can't think of the name of it. It's been a while since I looked at them, but most definitely, I understand why they banned here, why they are limited here. I'm not surprised at that at all. Next up, we got Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. Which one was this? Not so familiar with Beatrice. I don't think so. No, I don't think I've seen this before. So I didn't see her. Lady of the Eternal, let's put her right here. Stop being lost. Level 6 monsters. To bring it out to level 6 monsters. You can also summon this card by sending one burning abyss monster from your hand to the graveyard. Then using one Dante monster to control as a sea material. Sea materials attached to that monster also okay. When summoned this way, the following effect cannot be activated this turn. Once per turn during another player's turn, you can attach one sea material from this card. Then one card to protect the graveyard is discarded with the risk of destroyed by an opponent's card. In battle or by card effect, or the graveyard, you can special summon one burning abyss monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning. You can just see that right there. I mean, they put it once per turn, so obviously that prevented it from getting banned. Um, when they put limitations on cards like this, I can see why. That right there. I mean, I don't even have to understand what's going on currently in Yu-Gi-Oh to understand why that happened to this card. You know, to understand why this card got limited. Emergency teleport. That's obvious. I ain't even gotta look that up. I know full well why that card. I mean, emergency teleport is too good. The reason behind, like, I understand why they, you know, limited emergency teleport, but I don't know if it's because they brought some new psychics in, or maybe there was some type of strategy where they changed monsters into psychic types, and they, I don't know. Then again, emergency teleport only works on monsters in the deck anyway, so you know, from the deck of the hand anyway, right? I think it was the deck anyway, but I think for sure I know it was from the deck. But it's no surprise to me that emergency teleport option. I'm not surprised at all. Then this one of the Monarch. I think I've seen this before. But the good thing is getting back into this game. I have fallen behind so much on a lot of these cards. Like most of these cards, I don't even know what they are. I wouldn't even be able to begin telling you what they are. Some of them I've seen them before. You know, I've seen them, but I've never personally used them. I think I used this like very seldom. I didn't play my Monarch build that much after I kept winning with it. I just kind of got bored. So after only so many times I can use a build, you know, and you guys, for those that remember how I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, who are familiar with it, I, you know, took pride in creating my own builds. I never looked at anything online to make a build, so everything was homemade, I should say. But yeah, spend one monarch spell trap card from your hands to the graveyard, draw two cards, banish this card from the graveyard, reveal three monarch spell traps from your reveal three monarch spell trap cards from your deck. The opponent chooses one for you to add to the hand, and you shuffle the rest of the deck into your deck. You can only use the special thing. You can't, you know, can't, you know, can't do it. Monarchs. They probably limited that to reduce the draw power in Monarchs. And Monarchs have quite a bit, so they don't really need that. Pendulum Call, not surprised. Pendulum Call is that card that allows, I think this gives you draw power, but allows you to like put your pendulum summons or something like that. I don't remember by heart, but I know it was good. I know that the card was good. Discard one card, add two magician. Okay, so two magician put the monster in your deck to your hand until the end of your opponent. Until the end of your opponent's turn. After this card resolves, magician cards in your pendulum calls cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can only activate one pendulum call per turn. You cannot activate this card if you activated a magician monster pendulum effect. Okay, they put some limitations on it, but there wasn't enough. The card was good. Why it's limited. Monarchs going for, oh, I know about that one. That was a good card for the Monarchs. That damn near made him invincible. Nearly invincible, so I'm not surprised about that. That's that was a cockroach everybody was using. I don't really see, you know, well, they just, you know, I don't know if it was, okay, so, I don't know if it used to be, I don't know, I think Vaccine was unlimited at one point. Or am I thinking of one of the, or am I thinking of another one of the stars? I think Vaccine was like the one where it was like the guy had the newspaper in his hand and he was trying to kill a cockroach. But yeah, it was semi-limited. I remember people like the cars used to be annoying. I'm kind of personally glad they did that. Thunder King Rao, another annoying ass card. Same with Wind Up Magician. I know why they were like limited to begin with. I don't know if Wind Up Magician was limited at the time that Thunder King Rao was limited. Was it? Okay, you got right here by the remarks that said that it was. So we have that. Thunder King Rao and Wind Up Magician. I guess they came off the list at the same time, off the limited list at the same time. I don't know if Wind Up's going to be making a comeback anytime soon. I haven't been involved in the game, but I don't see them making any new wind-ups for whatever reason. They probably did. I just don't see it, them making any new wind-ups. They probably make some now. Or maybe they have some new strategy they want to try with the wind-ups, but I'm just glad that Zen main grab, that wind-up grab, Zen main, combo that people kept using. They abused the hell. I will never forget that era in Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god. That was, even for people who haven't played the game forever, that and the E-Dragons and the Executive, I think the Executives are already, like they fixed the Executives before the wind-ups came in. But it was pretty much around that same time. All those, it was a bad time in Yu-Gi-Oh! It really was. But let's see what they unlimited. They 1,000 out. Oh, yeah. 1,000 out for straight. Wait a minute, was this the ritual monster or was this the fusion? This is the fusion monster. Oh, they brought 1,000 restricted tag to the. That's going to go. Allure of Dark. That. Because Allure of Darkness, that Dark Monster searching. Oh, I think it's something else. Allure of Darkness. I think, yeah, this is searching. Right? So, like, Dark Monsters. Allure of Darkness. Right. Okay, so they did. Okay, so it was. So that's dope. They brought that unlimited. And Ghost Sarcophagus, I don't know why Ghost Sarcophagus was unlimited. Well, I take that back. I know why they limited it was because of the dragon. That's why they did that. I'm not, that's why they had to do what they did with Ghost Sarcophagus. Ghost Sarcophagus was a card where you can basically pick what you wanted out of your build, and of course you would have to put it in the banish zone, or as we used to call it, in the earlier days, the remove from play zone. You can basically pick anything you wanted out your build. You know what I mean? And you could just put it in the banish zone. And the Heat Dragons at the time they were running rampant. The Elemental Dragons at the time they were running crazy. They actually worked by getting like back into the hand and back into the like the grave from like the banish zone. So people would use this, remove the Heat Dragons, and then activate all their effects, you know what I mean, things like that. So at the time, it was a pretty overpowered card for the time that it did get limited. So they had to reduce its uses. But I guess since the Heat Dragons got, rightfully so spayed and neutered, so, they finally decided to, break the chains of Ghost Sarcophagus, so that's a good thing. So these three I know about completely. I know about Thousand Eyes of Strict, I know about Wind Up Edition, Thunderking Max C, Allure of Darkness, which is a card that I use pretty often. I've been doing this so long, I didn't even know it was semi-limited. That's how long I was away from Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't even know Allure of Darkness because at the time I was playing Allure of Darkness with a limited card. I don't know how long ago. I don't know if they unlimited it during the last ban list or before that, but I know for a fact that it used to be limited. So that's and so out of all these, of course, I don't know much about the ones that got banned. Well, I know about Kaiser Calacino, but with the Phone Call Multiboard, I wasn't familiar with that. Cosmo Dark Destroyer, didn't really know too much about that. Healing, I know about Healing. Sir, I'm familiar with Sir. Emergency Teleport, very familiar with that. Cantism and the Monarchs. It was a card that I rarely use when I use my Monarch build, but it was alright. Pendulum Call, never used it, but I knew the card was good, so I'm not surprised that happened to it. Monarch going forth, I know I'm really 100% understanding why they did that with Monarch. The Monarch, when that card activates, I mean, you're basically in trouble. The opponent is in trouble. So they had to do something like that. That card was good in the right hands, of course. Max to me was just an annoying card. And I didn't think it deserved to, I don't know, is Max unlimited? Max unlimited already? I don't know. Maybe it was. No, it was just an annoying card. Maybe it could be one of those things where they got some new cards coming in. Because, Konami has a habit of, well, in recent years, I should say, like the recent, like 1 or 2, a year or so, they have had a habit of thinking ahead. I will never forget the ban. I think this happened last year, but the ban list where they feel like banned Monster Reborn before like a bunch of new stuff came out, and it was kind of like damage control before the damage could be done. So they thought ahead, way ahead with that, and I always give them props for that. So this could be another case, or unless there's something already going on in Yu-Gi-Oh! That I'm not aware of. The reason why Max got semi-limited, but yeah, the ones I'm really excited about is Thousand Eyes of Strict, Allure of Darkness, and Gold Sarcophagus. Those, like the unlimited cards that got unlimited this time, those are the ones that kind of got my attention. Those are the ones that I'm really nodding my head at. Yeah, this game is gonna be fun. At least until next game is. I don't know if the $1,000 a strip, them putting it on a list like they did with 6 cents. I mean, if they unlimited $1,000 a strip, you can use like copies of it. I can see why they unlimited it, but why they made it unlimited, but with the cars like 6 cents, they brought that back to one format, and then the very next one they got rid of it. They realized the mistake that they made, and they just corrected that instantly. And that was actually part of the reason. Cars like that, and doing things like that, what they did with 6 cents, that was actually a reason why they started doing things like they changed it from like the 6-month format to the 3-month format. That's the reason why they changed it from 6 months to 3 months, so that they could correct whatever issues they were having sooner. I definitely give them props for that, because that was basically for the sake of competition. But they got, some good stuff on this list, in my opinion. I know, just like always, there are going to be some people that are pissed off. I'm pretty sure there wouldn't be some people that were like pissed off that the Monarchs on board, even though the Monarchs were pretty damn good. The Monarchs are the only, I can say, consistent archetype that doesn't need any speed or pendulum. You know what I mean? Or any type of fusion monsters for that matter. They don't need any of the stuff that are like a typical build would need, especially today. They don't need any of that. They have themselves, they have their own cards, and then they got the Mega Monarchs, so like the evolution of them. So I'm not surprised at that at all. So yeah, I'm not surprised. Most definitely. This is a pretty decent list. So yeah, man. Glad to be back in studio. Of course, it's gonna be of course, I'm going to be a little bit rusty when it comes to certain cards. I don't really know the ins and outs of this current era of Yu-Gi-Oh! So forgive me if I, seem stupid to some people. That's all, man. You don't know why this card got banned, or you don't really know that much about it. I openly admitted that I didn't know. Okay, so this is going to be a fun time for me coming back. I have my own Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel now, so you don't have to be on the other channel constantly picking through all the video game footage. No, we have this Yu-Gi-Oh! Related content has its home now. BDS play cards. That's what this is. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Related content later. Till then, see ya.